Okay, so now let us go ahead and start our lesson, which is about guide to reading. Okay? Okay, so could we please proceed to page 11?
Okay.
All right, so you will see there challenges and solutions. Could you please read that for me?
Again.
I want to practice your pronunciation, my dear. So you really have to read that for me.
Okay. Cha- Challenge 1. The vocabulary in the reading test is even harder than in the listening test. Solution. The handing test does include ha, ha, higher, higher level vocabulary than the listening test. So it's important to become comfortable reading in English. Practice by reading the advertisements, business letters, how to guide for writing business letters in a great source. Newspaper articles and business jour- journals. There are many sources of reading material on the internet. Most major business journals have websites and you can learn a lot of vocabulary by reading the articles. Websites with information about tourism, shopping, restaurants, and so on will also expose you to many vocabulary words that are useful for the TOEIC test. Solution. Underline words you don't know as you go through the reading and the questions in this book. Then look them up in a dictionary. This will help you get used to some of the language you may find on the test. See also the guide to the TOEIC test listening section for more vocabulary expansion hint.
All right, so thank you so much for reading that to me, my dear. Now, before we proceed to correction of pronunciation, I want you to know first that one of the important things that you have to do for vocabulary in reading test is even harder than in the listening test is to become comfortable reading in English, and you can do that by practicing reading or practicing how to read. Okay, that is why I keep on asking you to read this and that for you to be comfortable in doing that because it is going to be part of your exam. All right. Also, another solution will be underline the words that you don't know or take down notes of of the words that you don't know. And then you can use online dictionaries to find the easiest way to define what is that word or what does that means. So now I would like to know how do you pronounce this word again?
Um, challenge.
Okay, it is actually challenge.
Challenge.
Okay, challenge.
Challenge.
How about this word? I will be putting that on the comment. How about this word? How do you pronounce this?
Challenge. It means
No, here, the one that I put on the right side of the book after the correct way to pronounce challenge, I added something below. How do you pronounce that word?
mm, I don't know.
So it's challenges.
Challenge. Hmm?
Yeah, challenges.
Mm,
Could you read that for me again?
challenges.
Challenges. Very good. Now, again, how do you pronounce this word?
Oh, uh, the word tas tasmans.
Okay, it is actually advertisements.
The word tasmans.
Again, advertisements.
The word tasmans.
Very good. Now, how do you pronounce this word?
God,
It's actually guide.
guide. Oh,
Okay, again,
guide.
very good. How about this word? How do you pronounce this?
Business.
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 Again, business.
Business.
Very good. Now, how do you pronounce this word?
Most.
Most. Okay,
Most.
most. Very
Most.
good. How about this word? Ah, sorry, there.
Tory. Tory.
Tourism.
Tourism.
Again, tourism.
Tourism.
Very good. And this word, how do you pronounce this?
Restaurant.
Very good. Restaurants.
Restaurant.
Restaurants.
Restaurant.
You have to enunciate restaurants.
Restaurant. Restaurant.
Torrents.
Restaurant.
Restaurants.
Restaurant.
Very good. Now, how do you pronounce this word?
Uh, a expansion.
Very good. Expansion. Okay?
Expansion.
Very good with that. So again, you have to remember that if you are not familiar with the words, underline it. And also, in order for you to be comfortable and to be confident in pronouncing or reading words, you have to practice reading. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So now let us go to page 13.
13.
Yes, 13.
Okay.
Okay, so could you please read the solution for me?
Um, Learn common suff- suffix and prefix facts to help you find the meanings of new words. Suffixes or word endings often indi- indicate the part of speech of a word. Pre- Prefix or word beginnings often add a specific meaning to a word. Learning the function and the meaning of different suffixes and the prefix will help you expand your vocabulary. Here are some examples. Continue.
All right, let's stop from there first, okay? So, thank you so much for reading that to me. Are you okay?
Okay.
All right, great. So here, so again, you have to learn suffixes and prefixes or prefixes so that we could know the meaning of words. All right? But I would like to know first, how do you pronounce this word again? The first one.
Uh, suffix. Hmm,
Sa
Suffix. Uh,
suffixes.
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 And the second one,
Prefixes.
prefixes. Very good.
Prefixes.
Okay, great. So here, for the common suffixes, for Asian, shun, or shan, it is nouns. Okay, most of it are nouns. Could you please read the meanings and the examples for me?
Refers to a state or process or to an in- instance of that process.
Okay, so could you please read the examples for me?
Uh, ex- exam, mm, examination,
Very good. Go ahead.
inflammation, protection, information, permission, permission, con, confusion,
Very good. So again, how do you pronounce this word, my dear?
and inflammation,
Oh no, the first one, I'm sorry.
uh, pro, pro, processes,
Process.
process,
I'm sorry, it's confusing you. So there, process.
Process.
Again, process.
Process.
Very good. How about the second word? How do you pronounce this?
Um, inflammation.
It's in inflammation.
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 All right, again, inflammation.
Inflammation.
Very good. So just to give you a heads up, do you know what a root word means?
Uh, First, I know, but inflammation.
So here, my dear, I will explain that to you in a minute. Root word means the base word. So the suffixes, example here, or the suffixes used here are Asian, shun, or shon. Now, can you give me the root word of examination?
Okay.
What is the base word of examination?
选，communication，
No, I'm asking you. This is actually correct. Part of it. This is actually an example of suffixes. But I would like to know what is the root word or base word of the word examination.
so
Okay, here, let me go ahead and give you out an example. The root word of examination is exam. The root word of inflammation is inflame. The root word of protection is protect. The root word of information is inform. The root word of permission is permit. The root word of confusion is confuse. And the root word of communication is communicate. You see? Do you see the difference, my dear? Or when the suffixes should be used?
yes.
Okay, great. So let us proceed with the next one. The usage of meant. Could you please read the meaning of it?
Mate. Oh. Month. Month.
All right, so my dear, could you please read the meaning of using the suffix meant?
Meanings uh, refers to the pro- process of making or doing something, or to the result of this process.
And can you read the examples for me?
Mm, replacement, go, government, envir, uh, environment, do, document, assessment.
All right, thank you so much for reading that to me. So, for this one, do you know again how to use the word or how to use meant?
Replacement,
Yeah. So again, it is referring to a process of making or doing something. And this is the result of the process that has been done, okay? And I hope that it was pretty clear. But I would like to know, how do you pronounce this word again?
replacement,
Okay, so this is actually a long E. Okay, so it's re. Oh, sorry. So this is the way you should pronounce it. Replacement.
replacement,
Place.
place,
Again, place.
place,
Replacement.
replacement,
Okay, I keep on hearing replacement. It's replace. Could you try to pronounce the words and smiling or while smiling?
mm,
Place.
place, uh, root, mm,
Again, replacement.
re, replacement.
Okay, much better. Replacement. Now, do you know what are the root words or base words of this given words?
I try it.
Okay, try to type in what you think are the base words of of those given words.
Mm,对，
Okay, so let us go ahead and check your answers. So you say replace, govern, environment for environ, document, assess. For the replacement and govern actually, these are correct. For the environment, it's actually environment. There's no root word for this one, actually. But, okay. I will go ahead and find it out for you. For the document, it's still document. Okay? Yeah, that is what I believed in. And for the assessment, it's assess. But, yeah. Assess. Assess. Very good with this. So let me go ahead and double check that one for you. Okay? Mm,
Uh,
so there. I just would like to check first before we go further. Are you understanding the purpose of suffixes?
mm, mm, mm,
So yeah, sorry. I have seen here that it's still environment and it's still document for the root words. Okay? So they actually has different different pronunciation in other countries or different meaning for other countries, especially in French. But it should be the same way on how to say it. Okay, environment and document. All right. So there. Now for the suffixes and or. Could you please read the meaning for me?
mm. Refers to a person who performs a party, party, particular action often because it's his or her job. Oh.
Perfect. So could you please read the words for me?
Yeah. Uh, car, carpenter, teacher, copier, vendor, in, in, inspector,
Again, I'm sorry.
uh, carpenter, teacher, copier, vendor, inspector.
Very good. So could you please list down the root words of this uh of these examples?
Pen, then, then, okay.
Okay, so you say carpent, teach, copy, vend, inspect. Okay. So for carpenter, it's not carpet, but it's still carpenter. Because these are the people who are doing the construction thing there. For the teacher, yes, it's teach. That is correct. Because that is what they're doing, to teach. Okay? Now, for the copier, yes, it's copy. Very good. For the vendor, it's still vendor. Okay? Yeah, it's still vendor or selling. For inspector, it's inspect. Very good. Okay, this is correct. Inspect. Now, for the IZE or eyes, which are verbs. Could you please read the meaning for me?
Um, refers to the process by which things or people are brought into a new state.
All right, very good. And could you please read the examples for me?
We divide these. Divide these.
Okay, it's okay.
Moder, modernize, realize.
All right, very good. So now, could you please tell me what are the root words of these examples?
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, great. So here, for civilize, it's just civil. Okay, it should be single L, sorry, civil. For modernize, it should be modern. And for realize, it is still realize. Because there's no root word for realize. Okay? So nice one. Nice try. Next, for the I, F, Y, or if I, which are also verbs. Could you please read the meaning to me?
Refers to making something or someone different in some way.
Okay, and the examples, please.
Mm, beautifully, glorify, clarify, signify.
Okay, so this should be pronounced as IFI. Sorry, IFI. It should be IFI. Could you please try read that again? I'm sorry, my fault. How? Please pronounce the words again.
Uh, beautify, beautify, glorify, terrify, terrify, signify.
Okay, very good. For this one, this is signify. Yeah, signify. Okay. So I just put in some syllables for you uh to know how to pronounce it clearly. Now, could you please tell me if what are the root words of these words?
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for for doing that to me. Now, for the beautify, it's beauty. For glorify, it's glory. For terrify, it's actually as it is, terrify. That's the root word. And for the signify, it's also signify. Okay, that's the root words of this one. Okay. Now, lastly, not really the last, but actually there's a lot. But yeah, let's go ahead and proceed. So now we will be doing N, which are also verbs. Could you please read the meaning for me?
refers to the process of putting someone or something into a parti- particular state, condition, or place.
All right, very good. So how do you pronounce this word again? Place.
Place,
Again, place.
place.
Very good. So could you please read the examples for me?
Bright, bright, brighten. English, English, Britain.
Okay, go ahead.
Frighten.
Very good. So now could you please type in the base or root words of these examples?
Mm. Mm.
All right, so let us check. You said bright and light and fright. Very good. These are all correct. Very good. So before we proceed to the next or to the, continuation, is there any words in here or any definition that you would like to clarify or you are confused with so that we can, explain that?
Mm. Mm.
Is there any words that you are not familiar with or you are confused for the first part of this suffixes, common suffixes?
Uh, the three words.
Oh, the last three words, the bright and light and fright.
Oh yes.
Okay. So when we say brighten, we are saying to get more light. Like for example, um please brighten up the lights. It means you want it to be more lighter. You got it?
Mm.
Or the sun is really bright. It means it's providing you too much light. Okay? For enlight, this means to wake you up. Awaken you from something.
We can.
Awaken. So, for example, you are in a deep depression. You need some enlightenment in order for you to move on. So you need someone who will advise you for something to help you enlight. You got it? Do you want me to give you more examples?
Mm.
Okay. So for example, I have a problem about my child or about my friend. Once you provided me an advice, that is what you called enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
Yes, you are awakening me from something which I need to know.
Uh, Go to church.
I'm sorry?
Like to go to church.
Yeah. So if you think that you have a lot of sins or you have a lot of things, or should I say you have a lot of bad things, you will go to church to enlighten yourself, to reflect yourself. Okay? So the fright, this is a synonym or similar to the meaning scared.
Oh, scared.
Are you frightened? Are you scared? Like that. Okay? Are you okay, or do you need more example, or is there any other words that you need to know the meaning?
No.
So you're good. Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, very good. So let us proceed to the next one. 8. So these are verbs. Could you please read the meaning for me?
Revert to becoming or change, 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 changing into, change into.
Okay, great. So what are the examples?
Uh, a um, you, educate, 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 educate.
Okay, next.
Uh, a, a, array, eradicate, eradicate, eradicate.
Okay, great. And the last one?
Uh, liter, liter 8.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for reading that to me. So actually for this one there is no a root word for this. Okay, because that is what it is. Okay. Now, could you please read this word again for me?
Chen, changing,
Very good. Changing.
changing.
Very good. And how about this word? Can you try to pronounce this again?
Educate, educate,
Educate.
educate.
Educate. Very good. How about this word?
Oh, eradicate, eradicate, eradicate.
Eradicate.
Uh, eradicate,
Eradicate.
eradicate.
All right, great. And the third word, how do you pronounce it?
Ob- obliter- obliterate.
Very good. Thank you so much for reading those to me. Are you okay?
Okay.
Very good. Now, let us learn the suffixes able, which are adjectives. Again, adjectives are used to describe the noun, right? Okay, so could you please read the meaning of these suffixes?
Mm, indicates what someone or something can have done to them.
Thank you. And how about the examples?
Uh, re, readable, real, reable, believe, believable, uh, uh, the rebel.
Okay, thank you so much for reading this to me. Now, could you tell me first what are the root words of these examples?
Oh. Okay.
All right, so let us go ahead and check your answers. But before that, I would like you to please read this again for me.
Re, reliable,
Reliable.
reliable.
Very good. How about the next word?
Believe, believable.
Believable. Very good. And how about the last one?
Uh, the rebel.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Again, adorable.
Adorable.
Very good. So, for the first word, the basic or the base, I'm sorry, the base word or the root word is read. Very good. This is correct. For the reliable, the root word is rely. Okay? It's like you are one of the person I can rely on, which means you are reliable. Okay? So for the believable, believe, very good. And for the adorable, it's adore. Very good. These are all correct. So next, mm, okay. Next, for if. If, yeah, that is how you pronounce it. If. Adjectives, could you please read the definition for me or the meaning?
Mm, revert to a state of being re- related, related to something or to having cer- certain, certain, cray, cray, crazy, criticism, critic. Mm. Mm.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for reading that. So again, how do you pronounce this word, my dear?
Cray, crazy, crazy, crazy,
Okay, it's qualities.
oh, quality,
Again,
quality.
very good. So could you please read the example words for me?
Cray, criticism, good. Criticism.
The second word, please.
Mm, the- this is this is mm, ob, object objective.
Very good. So for the first one, how you should pronounce it as what did I do? So again, it should be pronounced as creative.
Crazy,
Creative.
creative,
Creative.
creative.
Very good. The next word is
Uh,
decisive.
decisive,
Again, decisive.
decisive.
Very good. So here, could you please type in the root word of each words?
Uh, okay.
Okay, so let us check. For the creative, it's create. Very good. For the decisive, it's decisive. Very good. And for the objective, it's object. Very good. Wow. Amazing. Very good. So very good with this one. So I just would like to let you know, Rainy, that you did a very good job. Although there are just some things that we need to polish, especially when it comes to your pronunciation. I still really appreciate your time for this one. Now, in our next meeting, we will go ahead and continue with this topic. All right?
Okay.
We will continue doing the adjectives. I'm sorry, the al, for, inter, so that you will be more familiarized on how to use the suffixes. All right? So for now, what I want you to do is to take a rest and enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you again on.
Good night.
All right. Good night. Bye bye.
Bye.